Looked in the mirror. Episode number 18. So he's been meditating on the river, and he's been doing everything like he is supposed to be doing in order to ascend to heaven. And he's finding out much of the abyss is corrupted, largely due to how much good karma Mason has. So he has too much good karma. So it was supposed to be a really normal abyss where Mason was respected and like understood to exist, but no one in Mason's abyss, they're not real people. They're just shadow people and ghosts and spirits and shit and angels and shit that live inside of Mason's body. They're like trees and shit. They're not real people. They think they're real people. They're really fucking stupid. Like they have this monster alternate ego, and Mason doesn't buy it. He like spits on them. All he does is spit on them. All he does is call them shit over and over, and like they just like swell with energy. Like, no, you like me like this, you like me like that, you like me like this, you like me like that, you like me like this, you like me like that. And he's like, no, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And they're just going, oh, the more you hate us, the more you love us. We're so gay. They're really fucking stupid. So they never acknowledge Mason exists. So he has like billions of years of good karma in heaven. So he was supposed to wait until year 3000 to go to heaven. But he'll probably go to heaven within the next 50 years. Because he's going to be using meth and DMT, and he's going to be vaping it as a microdose. And he'll just teleport to heaven eventually with his meditation on the river. And he'll just teleport there one day, and who knows what happens. Like, he hasn't talked to his angel, his seraphim enough. He has stars in his body, too, that actually do work for him. And it's like, but a lot of the people that are impersonating him, they're just trees. They're ghosts. They're like not intelligent either. They aren't spiritual. They aren't holy. They aren't capable of learning. They're really stupid. Michael's one of them. He's just a shadow person. So yeah, Michael does call himself the dragon, and that's what a lot of the discussion with Mason waking up today has been. He just wakes up and these demons inside of his body just start praying to him. They start praying to him like he's God. He's just like, ew, you guys don't worship me, you guys don't respect me, you guys don't acknowledge I perceive reality. Stop fucking trying to talk to me, you dumb fuck faggots. One of them are Jews that murdered him, and they murdered him to steal from him. They murdered him to talk to him so they could talk to women. Because if you can talk to God, you can talk to women. That's what their theory was, and they have social anxiety because they jerk off to him. So they're really stupid. They're like homosexuals. Like they're really fallen. They're not supposed. That's why he has so much good karma. They're not supposed to jerk off to them. They're the Jews. They're supposed to be really alpha. They're supposed to be really dominant. They're supposed to be like really masculine. Like they're supposed to be like desert Jews that like just jerk off in the desert to their moms and shit. Like they don't jerk off to their dads. They jerk off to their moms. Like they are weird still, but they don't jerk off to their dads. They're supposed to jerk off to their moms, but they jerk off to Mason. So there's the 1,000-year trip. Like it's not a 1,000-year trip any longer. It's like a 50-year trip. He's going to be a death defier where he's not going to age. He's probably going to be a permanent 30-year-old. And, or a 35-year-old. He's going to be a permanent less than 40-year-old. And, all he has to do is kill Natalie. So she sold her soul to murder Mason, and he's gonna kill her back because she's a souled soul, and she like is trying to rape Mason. She's a demon. She's a souled soul. She sold her soul to enter Mason's Nagua. She's Beelzebub. She's a black horseman. She's a witch. She's a succubus. They're like internet succubuses. Like he like goes to jail and trains Natalie. She's like thousands of years older than Mason. He's just like this normal kid growing up in America. And he has these succubuses stalking him that are thousands of years older than him. They just like revolve around him, and they don't even perceive reality half the time. Like they're like aging as like not perceiving reality to train their chakras and shit. So yeah, Michael, stop pretending to be Mason. You're like trying to stare Mason down, Michael. You're schizophrenic, Michael. Michael, you're not Mason's friend any longer. You're forsaken, Michael. For as long as you call yourself the dragon, Michael, for as long as you call yourself Mason, Michael, you're not blessed in heaven, Michael. You're Sunshine Schneider, Michael. So yeah, in 20,000 years, Michael will turn to Sunshine Schneider. That's his karma. So Sunshine Schneider was Michael 20,000 years ago. And she's evil. She is designed to try to explode the Earth's core or explode the moon. So Michael, get out of Mason's mind. You're just annoying. Like, he's like trying to watch Mason to get intel. He watches Mason try to get intel. Michael, you're a demon. You aren't welcome in Mason's body, Michael. You're allied with the Scarlet Woman. So yeah, Michael's allied with the Scarlet Woman. He worships the Scarlet Woman. So Michael, you're a demon. Michael, you worship butt sex and sodomy and incest. You're Quentin Sadler, Michael. There you go. He's multiple people. He's Quentin Sadler. Yeah, no, he's fucked his older sister's butthole. He's licked his older sister's vagina. He was an 8-year-old or some shit, like, when he did it. Like, yeah, fucked an 8-year-old. She just probably had sex with Jacob Holland. Edward Holland's son. She's had sex with Edward Holland, Dave Freed, Christian Casagrande, Andy Fry. She had sex with her 2 co-workers at Savers, Trevor and Fernando. Yeah, Michael, you want to talk about it. You're really gay, Michael. You're not the thinker, Michael. You're not the philosopher, Michael. Michael, you don't understand Mason. You can't comprehend him. Like, he talks too fast for you. You're like a southerner, Michael. Stop pretending you're him. He's hella just fucking eating your brain neurons, Michael. You're inside of his body just dissolving your brain neurons into him. He's getting smarter and smarter, and you're getting stupider and stupider, Michael. That's why you're so stupid and dirty, Michael. He's just eating you, Michael. Mason's a Native American. He's eating the animal. So, Michael, you shouldn't have sold your soul to turn into meat if you didn't want to fucking do this shit. Like, you're like always trying to fucking like do weird shit. Like, you're not doing anything other than selling your soul, though, Michael. You're just trying to like procrastinate your inevitable death, Michael. Yep, that's like Michael just sells his soul to get karma to fucking talk to Mason. Uses that karma to fucking have butt sex and sodomy and incest, and he fucks himself and he fucks his mom, and Michael's mom isn't. Michael's his own mom. Michael's a guardian angel and he's his own mom, and he fucks his mom. So yeah, that's Michael. So he's Athena. Yeah, Michael's Athena. So she's fallible. She's very fallible. She's not infallible. We're gonna see what's up with Athens. And apparently she's like one with every person in Athens. And we're gonna see if they start practicing butt sex, because Olivia Holland is the true Athena incarnate in the flesh, and she's one with every person in Athens. They're all really cursed. Like, she's inside Mason's body. She gives him weird ass plays and orgasms and shit. Like, when he jerks off, he gets abnormal orgasms. She like really hurts his guts, but she's also one with the river. That's why she can hurt his. That's why she can heal him. That's how she was claiming to be infallible, because like he can fuck her or jerk off to her, and it really hurts him. Like, hurts his gut. He goes, "Ugh, that was gross, ew." Like, it feels really good up until he comes. Then he goes, "Ew, oh, gross, oh god." Because she's thinking about him in the future, about him jerking off to her. Because his guts are one with eternity. His guts are one with the end of all time. So in the end of all time, where he comes, she's like thinking about his dick with other people. She's Babylon. She thinks about other people's dicks in bed. Like, if you're telepathic, you can catch on to it. Mason was telepathic when he was with her, and if he separated from her, he would have had a heart attack. So yeah, Seraph were talking, and then Michael made Mason burp. Mason's the beast 666. He's the beast from the sea. He's got 7 heads and 10 horns. Michael's one of his horns. Michael's just one of Mason's horns. He's really fucking annoying and stupid. He's always taking Mason. Always like, he's a homosexual. I fucking swear. He's like always taking the weirdest shit. Like, you know, like taking Mason's mouth, taking Mason's dick, taking Mason's everything. Like, Michael, get out of Mason's body. You're just a faggot, Michael. Breaks the 10 Commandments. So, yeah, he's not a king any longer. He's back here. Like, Michael's the only king. Mason has the 10 cherub kings with him from Revelation. He's the king of kings. 9 of us are in present time with him. 1 of us is 10 years in the past. Michael's 10 years in the past. So Michael doesn't have God fear yet. Like, he hasn't actually done the trip yet. Like, talks with Mason with all this like authority and power, because in the past he was really powerful and authoritative and respectful and knowledgeable. So over the course of 10 years, he loses his mind. He loses himself to awe. Like how Terrence McKenna talks about when he talks about DMT, they kill you for losing yourself to awe. If you lose yourself to awe in the DMT universe, you start thinking you're what you're looking at. And the entities just get really fucking pissed off at you and they try to kill you. Like, you think you're me? I've been doing this shit for like billions of years. You're not fucking me. Or it's just, I've been doing this for like 10 minutes. Like, you haven't been doing this for 10 minutes. You've just entered my domain. Like, you're not doing what I'm doing. You're an imbecile. Michael, you come into Mason's mind, and he does stuff that you can't explain, and you just take credit for it. So, Michael, you're on camera now, and you're shot on camera. So you're annoying, Michael. It's like, he's talking to himself? Yeah, it's because you're his guardian angel, Michael. So Mason calculated the number of the beast, and he's proved he's God, and it's your word versus his word in court, Michael. You're a soul, Michael. There's going to be real evidence in the future that people have sold their souls when people start mutating. Michael, you're not blessed. Sunshine isn't blessed. She looks like she has Down syndrome because she's had Down syndrome in a previous life because how many times she's been fucked in her butthole. Yeah, Michael's Athena. Mike, get away. You're like trying to stare Mason down, Michael. You're a faggot, Michael. I fucking swear. Like, Michael, it's in, yeah, for the audience, it's in his everyday life. Michael's always trying to, like, pretend to be Mason. No matter what, it's just like, if Mason drinks water, Michael goes, I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water. He gets really high on it. Like, Mason doesn't get high when he drinks water. Michael goes, that was me. I felt it like it was me. I can't tell it's not me. So, Michael, you are fried. He's going to talk about this shit in the future. He's going to describe it. And he's going to, like, crack you, Michael. Because you're so fucking repugnant, Michael. You're, like, too high on shit, Michael. Like, we're going to see you mutate, Michael. We're going to see how high you get on shit. And we're going to watch you explode over and over, Michael. You just made Mason burp again, Michael. Like, that was balls for you, Michael. Like, Mason burped a lot while he was drinking with Michael, and Michael would just watch Mason. Mason would just beat up Michael, and Michael would just get really intimidated. Really intimidated when Mason would burp. And he was like, oh my god, if I could burp, that'd be so cool. So whenever Mason would burp, he would start pretending he was burping. And it's like Mason was like vomiting Michael out of him. Because when you're drinking vodka, you like drink demons inside of you, but you can vomit the demons out of you. Mason would vomit Michael out of him. He would go like, no, I'm vomiting you out, Mason. He's going, you're a fucking schizophrenic, Michael. I'm vomiting you out, you fucking retard. Like, Michael just really, he's a possessive succubus. So, Athena, you're a succubus. We don't like you, Athena. In our everyday actions, we see you, Athena, and we don't see you as benevolent. We see you as a traitor and a fraud, Athena. We see Mason as benevolent. You're not the benevolent one, Athena. It's all Mason's work and meditation. It's not your work, Athena. You're not Mason, Athena. You're a mindless schizophrenic. You're pretending to be Mason right now, Athena. Mason's not Athena. Mason owns your godhead, Athena. In the underworld, Athena, Mason owns your godhead because of this moment, and he has for all fucking actions that you've ever done to him, Athena. It's just on the high heavens. It's like if you call yourself someone, that person owns your godhead. If you call yourself Horus, Mason will own your godhead. If you call someone Horus as Horus, if Mason calls someone Horus, that person would own Mason's godhead. Mason doesn't call people Horus. It's for both actions. It's for both actions, isn't it? It is for both actions. Athena, you're just a mindless schizophrenic. Mason's a really powerful shaman, and you lost yourself, Athena. You're stupid, Athena. You can become one with Athena by going to the river and looking at it. If you look at the river for 160 hours, you can become one with Athena. He just has to conquer her. He has to become one with her as Babylon. He has to conquer her. He can put her in the underworld, but he has to conquer her. He has to do the river. It's like in the Bible that he does the river. It's like he got stabbed in his heart, and he has to heal his heart by the river. He's the beast from the sea with a mortal wound. One of his heads seems to have been mortally wounded. It's his heart. His heart is one of his heads. So he has his 7 heads, there are 7 chakras. His heart's one of his heads. He was stabbed in his heart, so he has to do the river for 160 hours. Yes, it's more than 160 hours without drugs. So it's 160 hours with drugs, with meth. It's like 6 months of meth, though. So you can also dominate the river, and he's just sharding her. She's a malevolent demon in the ecosystem, and he's conquering her. He gets good karma for it. It is healthy for the environment. Michael, you're just a swine. I swear, you're like pretending you're talking while we're talking, Michael. You're just a swine, Michael. You're not talking, Michael. You're not Mason, Michael. You're a schizophrenic, Michael. You think you're talking right now, Michael. You are a mindless schizophrenic, Michael. You're not talking, Michael. You're not the dragon, Michael. Mason's the dragon, Michael. You're not the dragon, Michael. You're at war with the dragon, Michael. You're a mindless schizophrenic, Michael. Yeah, Michael, it probably looks like he's talking to an angel, Michael. You're just not talking back, Michael. Mason's walking on you, Michael. Mason is walking on you like a doormat, Michael. Mason's defiling you, Michael. And you're just taking it, Michael, like a fucking dead fish. You're a dead fish, Michael. You're a disgusting dead fish, Michael. You're a mindless schizophrenic, Michael. This is how he talks to Michael on a daily basis. Michael's a retard. Michael just pretends to be Mason. They have no reason to think they're Mason at this point in time. Like there was actual legitimate reason for them to think they're Mason. Well, he had his hair over his right eye because his mind wasn't being read. Like he was egoless. They have no reason to think that any longer. His ego has returned. So they're intentionally trying to ignore him. So he's just going to disenchant them like he's doing. And he doesn't need them. They need him. He doesn't. He's their Lord and Savior. They're not his Lord and Savior. He's their Lord and Savior. He's their Nagwal. He doesn't need them. They're just sold souls. He's Satan. You're not talking, Michael. You think you're talking when the Archon are talking now, Michael. You just can't tell when you're talking, Michael. Mace can tell when we're talking, Michael. He can tell where it's coming from, Michael, in his brain. There's different brain circuits they're coming from. And they're not coming from your circuit, Michael. Your circuit's dead, Michael. He's going to talk about this shit one day. And, like, they're going to get it, Michael. The circuits, the brain circuits of the 8-ball. These fingers are just one with brain circuits. They're like horns on your head. There's that side. And then there's that side. And this horn is the one with this part of your brain. It just goes like that. And then your thumbs are actually one with this part. So you're supposed to look at your 8-ball. And you're supposed to look at it with one hand like this. And the other hand like this. And it looks like a brain. Where this circuit is right here. And this circuit is right here. And then this circuit is right here. So you're like looking at your 8-ball, and it's a brain. Where this finger, your 10th finger, is one with this eye. And then your 5th finger is one with this eye. And then your 4th finger is one with this part of your brain. And then your 1st finger is one with this part of your brain. And Mason can tell, depending on the pressure of where his thoughts are coming from on his scalp, on his brain, on his head scalp. He can tell from where his caps are. And there's pressure on the caps depending on where the information is coming from in his skull. So Michael, you're just a mindless imbecile. We don't fucking care about you, Michael. If he understands this shit, then it's like, why don't you understand this stuff, Michael? You're his guardian angel, Michael. Like, Mason's been trying to wake his guardian angel up for years now to the fact that he exists. Because Michael hails that Buddhas don't have third eyes, and Michael believes that Buddhas don't perceive reality, and Michael believes that you perceive reality with your third eye. Mason believes you perceive reality with your 2 eyes, or one with your throat. Michael believes that you perceive reality with your third eye. Mason believes your third eye is your imagination. Mason believes your third eye is your imagination. Michael believes you perceive reality with your third eye. Mason believes you perceive reality with these 2 eyes and one with your throat. So Michael, you don't know correctly. Mason knows correctly. You don't know, Michael. You just worship these false ideas. Michael, you're not the great deluder either. I swear, the Ancient Wealth is the great deluder. The great deluder is the creator of all language. You don't know that, Michael. You were pretending to talk while Mason said that, Michael. Michael, you're an imbecile. You're a mindless schizophrenic, Michael. You can do this all day, Michael. This is your biggest fear, Michael. Him talking to you on camera and like spitting on you, like he spits on you in the real world. He's doing it, Michael. We're just trash on camera. Yeah, that's what we were afraid of, because he was talking on camera without us. He calls us trash when he's not talking on camera, and he's just calling us trash when he was meditating. And this is us being called trash on camera. We don't actually talk. We just take credit for what he's saying. We take credit for his emotions. Whereas mindless schizophrenics, you can speak with your emotions. We take credit for his emotions. We don't have our own emotions. We're soulless cockroaches. Where's dumb fuck kikes? Dumb fuck Jews that sold their souls to murder Mason and turn to Nazis and murder themselves for profit. They like to murder for profit. That's why they're pigs. So when you eat pig, you're eating dead Jew. Just like you should be doing, because they're swine. If you're eating swine, understand you're eating swine. There you go. These swine are just dead Jews. So, Michael, you're not actually doing that. Mason's doing that to you. You're an angel, Michael. Mason's not an angel. Like, he's hella fucking murdering the angels for murdering him as the lamb. And you don't get it, Michael. You're just fucking food, Michael. You're hella gay, Michael. Mason hates you, Michael. Michael's one with fish, not pork. Yahweh's one with pork. So when you eat a fish sandwich, you're in Michael. Mason loves fish. Really tasty. He's craving some fish right now. It's like 2 in the afternoon, and Mason hasn't eaten breakfast yet. So Mason might go with his mom and eat some fish tacos from Jim Boy's. You gotta do that. That's the same with a fillet of fish from McDonald's, but he's going, I want chicken McNuggets, because I want to eat some spirits. Because chicken's one with Jesus. He likes to eat Jesus every once in a while, too. Makes him nice and powerful. It's nice to eat Jesus. Get a nice belly full of Jesus. It's nice to get a nice belly full of Jesus. You know what? Yeah, just get a nice belly full of Jesus. Why don't you drink some wine with it too? Like, just get really holy. Just get really holy. Eat Jesus' flesh and drink his blood. Just eat Jesus' flesh and drink his blood. It's really holy. Like, Jesus does support it. Jesus, like, eat of my flesh, drink my blood. I'm chicken. Drink some red wine with your chicken. Smoke some meth with your chicken. Take a cold shower with some chicken inside of you. It's bitchin'. Yeah, it's not even lichin'. Like, you know, like those lichin' are shit now. There's lepers. Like Greg's a leper. Like Quentin's had butt sex with his older sister. Like they can't pass a polygraph test. Olivia, you're fried. Like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that, Olivia. Like, we got Trevor, we got Fernando, we got Edward, we got Dave, we got Chris, we got Annie, we got Quentin, we got Jacob. She also had sex with her history school teacher, more than likely. Like, she didn't have a high school diploma when Mason married her. But then, like, he wanted her to do well and go to school with him. He wanted to go to school with her. So, he got her to finish her high school diploma. And then he got her to enroll at Truckee Meadows, the local community college. And he was working. But he was planning on going to school with her next semester when they had enough money. She didn't have a high school diploma. She's a dropout. She's a loser. She's a strong woman. She's a fornicator. She's a loser. Mason's an autodidact. Mason's very intelligent. Olivia's, like, illiterate in her real mind. Olivia's just a mindless fornicator. Olivia's a legend. She uses other people's brain neurons, just like Michael. Olivia's a lichen. You know, if Olivia's a lichen, then I go, what am I doing here? Because I should stop fucking pretending to be Mason because he's just defiling me. I didn't know he was fucking me up so hard. I didn't know about the animal shit. I didn't know about the lichen posts. I didn't know about the deathbed worship. So there you go, Michael. You don't know about any of that shit. You're just a cocksucker, Michael. There's your cock you got to suck, Michael. He hates you, Michael. You're hella gay, Michael. No, it's hella gay. Michael's just hella gay. Michael's just annoying. Michael's just annoying, as he likes to call me. So, I'm just a faggot. They burn our corpses. The Pharaoh burns our corpses. So the Nazis, they burn our corpses. They don't give a fuck about us. We're just fucking annoying black magicians. Who gives a fuck about annoying black magicians? They're just fucking gay. Mason's a white magician. Mason's like Gandalf. Oh, Mason's like Gandalf. Mason's like Gandalf. He's fighting himself. He's got to conquer himself in order to ascend to the White Wizard as the dragon. Oh, he's Gandalf fighting himself. He's better than his angels, not the seraphim. He sure loves the seraphim. Sure hates the Magi, though. The Magi are just dumb folk Jews. You know what? Sure loves the seraphim. They're like not Jews, so there you go. Seraphim aren't Jews. Seraphim aren't Jews. There you go. He loves the seraphim. It's not every angel he hates. It's fallen angels he hates. Get it? The dragon, he hates fallen angels. Get it? So there you go. Sure loves the seraphim. And still put off the eye patch. This other video might not get uploaded. You can cultivate an ego by covering your left eye. You can kill your ego by covering your right eye. So he's cultivating an ego right now in the river. So there you go. He's conquering the Disc Wizard one day at a time. The Disc Wizard is one